Good morning, friends. I am so happy it's Thursday. I found the lid for this, but not until like way later in the day. If you were on my live yesterday, I was like, I don't know how I could lose the lid when I'm sitting right here and haven't gone anywhere, but somehow I did. So I don't know if it's going to be dried out or not, but I guess we'll see. We're just going to do like kind of a simple, easy makeup look. Oh, I forgot to do my whitening eye drops. I will leave you guys a link to the exact one that I use. I swear to goodness, I share this tip all the time. If you haven't heard it, I'm sorry. That means it's been too long, but whitening eye drops, especially if you get like a lot of veins in your eyes, yellow eyes, red eyes, whatever, especially this time of year when I think people's allergies like are just running rampant. If you use whitening eye drops, even if you have no makeup on, it'll be better than concealer, truly. That's all it does is whiten up your eyes, and such a difference. Good morning, Linda. Oh my gosh, yay, I can see comments. Facebook has been very hit or miss with that lately. So when I actually see the first comment come through, I'm always so excited. Good morning, Juanita. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Mom. What's everybody up to today? I have to work today. So Thursday is my Friday around here. Look at my sunspots already coming through. The mustache that I told you guys about. Can you see it? It's just like, that looks pretty bad. It's just barely making its debut. I wish the rest of my skin darkened as much as my top lip. As fast as it does. But anyways, good morning. I have to work today, but Thursday is our Friday, so I'm excited about that. And I am not sure what I'm going to do this weekend. Like, I honestly am like, I was so tired this morning. I'm like, do I just want to be lazy this weekend? It's supposed to be like 80 degrees, 75 and then 80, I think is what Cody said. So I'm excited about that. And one of my favorite things to do, this sounds so lame, but is just like sit outside when it's nice out. Maybe I can get my sister to come up and then I'll have someone to visit with me. And I'll just sit there enjoying the sun. So yeah. Tammy, any ideas what's happening with the satin foundation? No clue. So my guess, and like I said, no clue, so I'm completely just making this up and it's just complete speculation. Either they're repackaging or reformulating is my guess. Nobody from Ophir has told me that, but I just feel like because the stock was so low, they knocked the price down to $20 and let you stack codes on top of it. I'm like, if it wasn't being repackaged or reformulated or some kind of change where they're trying to sell out of the stock, I'm like, they wouldn't have it on sale. You know what I mean? Like if for some reason there was some kind of like issue with manufacturing or delay or something like that, most companies would shut sales off. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to pay full price for it and then until they can get it restocked and then it would go back into the sale list. But they're not going to knock it to more than 50% off plus stacking a code on it. So that's my guess. I don't know for sure though. Good morning, Maricela. Good morning, Linda. You're working this weekend? Dang it. Good morning, Marla. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Jerry. Hello, hello. Getting excited to go to the Southern Outer Banks next Saturday. I love the beach. Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing, Linda. I hope you have the best time. I love the packaging and formula just the way it is. I feel you. I actually love it too. So hopefully they're just maybe repackaging. Because I will say sometimes, and I would never know, but from doing this, like there will be like something that people are commonly complaining about that I would like never have even thought of. You know what I mean? Or like isn't even a thought in my mind. So maybe someone doesn't like the packaging. Not one person, but like, I don't know. Hard to say. Or maybe their manufacturer can't get it anymore. I have no clue. Luckily for me, I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But I just have to hope and trust that whatever they do, we love it as much as we love the skin satin now. Hopefully. I hope. But I haven't heard anything. So just to be clear, I'm totally just making this up and like complete speculation. So don't get your like hopes up or think that's for sure what's going on, because it truly could not be. Alright. Someone helped me learn how to pronounce this. Who was it? Someone on my live. Papyrus is in fact papyrus. And she made it so easy for me by saying, think of it as like you're saying papaya. And I'm like, oh, okay, that actually makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna mix some Sheerskin with the face milk. I am obsessed with the face milk, you guys. If you haven't gotten it, what the heck do I got going on here? I like somehow have the top smashed. I must have broke this. Well, we'll make it work. We got some out. Somehow I have the like pump smashed. I don't know what I did. I must have slammed it in the drawer or something. Thank you, Linda. It was you. Okay. I was gonna say sometimes people, okay, this is what's confusing is like, for one, I could just go Google it. But usually I don't think to do that until after I get on. But most people, so like with the blush in the shade Lychee, someone said to pronounce it like peachy, but with an L. So I started doing that because I was saying lychee. And then people started commenting, it's called lychee. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to have to Google this and settle this debate. But also I'm like, who comes up with these names? Like, why can't we just name it something normal? Working also, so ready for Friday. Oh my gosh, same. Well, luckily I'm off on Fridays, thank goodness, because I am not feeling it. I am definitely not someone that's like excited to go to work. I'll tell you that. And I literally do not care. Like, you know. Marla just purchased the face milk, and I think it was around $21 yesterday. Great price. Oh my gosh, which code did you use? I have Ophir linked above, and I think I put Memorial or Glam 30, because that's 30% off. But let me just make sure if Marla has a better code that's active. You guys can still use the same link, but just use her code at checkout. Okay, I love the face milk. It has, I've talked about this, but I kind of want people to know in case they're not into that. It has an aromatherapy, so it has like essential oils and things like that in it. And when you put it on, I'm not kidding you guys, it literally smells like you're at like a spa or something. Like, it just smells so fresh and so good. So it's not like, it doesn't smell like perfume or like, you know, we've all used a foundation that has like a synthetic fragrance, not just like the natural scent from it. It's not like that. It's like aromatherapy. So like I said, if you think of like essential oils, a spa, like that just like really fresh, clean, calming scent, that's what it reminds me of. Alright. Skin like, fresh, light, but it adds a glow. It makes my skin look healthier. And yeah, the two codes that Karen was talking about, Skin 20 and Gift. Okay, so yesterday Karen said there are two codes. Thank you, Marla. Which we talked about this yesterday, that it's never let me stack codes. So if it lets you, I've been telling everyone, like, I would say probably place your order right away, because I feel like that could be a glitch. Just because most codes aren't stackable for Ophir. But you can use code SKIN20, which is $20 off, I believe, and you have to use a skin product. And then code GIFT, which is 40% off. So you can kind of like, you have to have multiple things in your cart, I think, to get that. And then you can get 40% off or 30% off and $20 off. So you guys, if you are ordering anything, do not ever feel pressured to, but if you are, try to use those two codes. And then Ophir is free shipping on orders of $75 or more. It was $50 for the Memorial Day sale, but I went to the website this morning and I think that's over. So I think it's back to $75, but you could always check it out and see if it's still at $50. Oh, what are you guys gonna do this weekend? I am kind of debating, like, do I want to be productive this weekend or just kind of be lazy? this morning I was like, man, I need to get my butt up and get moving. It's so, like, some days you're doing when you're just, like, not feeling it, like, you just want to, like, veg out. That's been me this week. I'm just, like, trying to veg out. And then it gets kind of crazy for us. Poor Carvey. Actually, he loves being busy. So he's going to my dad's house for a 3-day football camp. I have a little brother in high school, so he's teaching at it or coaching at it, whatever you want to call it. So he's excited about that. He's not a huge football fan, which is surprising. I think he'll grow to love it more because he's always like played catch with his friends and he's like actually really good at it. So I don't really know why he doesn't like it. I'm like, if you're good at something, how can you not like it? So he has this 3-day football camp at my dad's, and then we're gonna go to my niece's dance recital, which is Cody's brother's daughter. She is so cute. So I'm excited for that on Sunday, and then drop Carv off with my stepmom there. And then when he gets back, he has 3 days of basketball camp, and then he goes on his overnight football camp the same day that the basketball camp ends. And then we are planning a lake trip. I would love to plan more than one, just because that's like our favorite thing to do, but it just seems like, and I'm sure you guys get this, summer just like comes and goes in a flash, and then you're like, holy cow, we didn't even like get to do that much stuff, you know what I mean? And it's just, I swear, every year it's like that. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm finishing up cleaning up my gardens, planting more hostas. I'm probably butchering that. And starting my vegetable gardens. Oh my gosh, that'll be fun. Jerry, I'm hoping the rain stays away so that we can get out on the water. It is so dreary out today. Oh my gosh, yes. Do you just go on like a lake or what? Or do you do like the river or what? They are so fast in tipping their products and be lazy. Marla, I'm kind of with you. Like, I feel like that's what I'm leaning towards. Sunday, I know I like have to get ready and, you know, whatever to go to that dance recital. So I probably will make like some videos and stuff Sunday. But Friday and Saturday, I'm like, I may just be super duper lazy. I don't know yet. I'm just doing a little bit of setting powder kind of in those like more textured areas like we've talked about before. Linda, I'm finishing up cleaning up my gardens, oh, I already read that. Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna put a little bit of almond blusher. I think they renamed it to almond fruit. I could have swore it was almond. Yeah, my sticker says almond, because I saw on the website, like, someone was like, do you mean almond fruit? When they commented and asked, like, what blush I was using, and I just replied, almond. And she's like, do you mean almond fruit? Probably just to make sure she was ordering the right one. And I'm like, almond fruit? So then I went to the website, and it is almond fruit. And I'm like, why did they rename it to that? I don't know. But then I was like, has that always been almond fruit? And I just like shortened it. But no, I see on my sticker, it says almond. All right, I'm just taking a little bit underneath and then a little bit kind of just on my eyelid and crease. Not really any rhyme or reason or like very particular application, just enough to kind of like draw some attention to the eye and help the color pop a little bit. And this will also help make the look really seamless because I'm using the same color for my eyes and my cheeks. Hey Desiree, how are you? We live on Lake Logan Martin in Alabama. Nice. I've never been to Alabama, I don't think. Definitely not for like a stay. I was trying to think if I'd ever flew into like their airport or something, but I don't think I have. I want to live by a lake, right? My sticker says almond too, so weird. Yeah, they must have changed the name like a little bit later on. I have no idea why, but do they? I think there might be a one of the foundations I think might be named Almond. I wonder if that's why they changed it, because it was like probably confusing in the warehouse, like with both the SKUs being the same name. I don't know though. Oh my gosh, I do have to do some cleaning, as much as I would love to just avoid that and not do any of it. it is summer, so that is definitely apparent when you look around my house right now. Gosh, and my dog is shedding so bad. I have a black lab, and oh my gosh, he literally looks like, you know, the mule deer, like when spring first hits and like they just look like mangy, like they look like a coyote with mange. That's what Captain looks like right now because he's shedding like his winter coat. So there's literally like a line on his stomach of like where his winter coat has fallen off. And it's just like so much hair. Even if you brush it, like a lot of it's still really stuck down. And yeah, anyways, we actually have a dog groomer here, which I am just going to be happy that we even have a dog groomer because the chances of that where we live are pretty slim, and then I would be attempting to do this in like the shower or something. But anyway, she's been really busy, so she is getting him in like the second week of June, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait because he is shedding so bad. It's honestly crazy. I'm doing good too. Yeah, we go to Fort Peck, if you guys have ever heard of that. Okay, I'm gonna use this Celeste lip combo. The link looks crazy, but I did link the mascara I'm gonna use today and the this lip kit right here. So you can actually X off any items, but if you just want these two products, I finally got it figured out how to make a wish list again. Hopefully it works. The link though, I'm like, that is like some crazy work, but whatever. Between our golden retriever and our cat, it is insane. I'd rather shovel all the out of the barn than clean my, I always get this thing that says slow connection and then I can't finish it. House. Oh my gosh, I know. And we vacuum a minimum of once a day, but like I had Ridge vacuum yesterday. That's my oldest boy. And this morning, Captain was like rolling around in the living room and it's just literally dog hair everywhere. And I'm like, Captain, can we not? And then we got a bunch of rain yesterday, which don't get me wrong, I'm glad about because I'm sure you guys remember I have to like try to regrow my yard again, and actually it's going really well. We still have like huge bald patches, but like we actually have grass. So I'm excited about that. And so I definitely like wanted the rain and I'm happy about the rain. However, it is so muddy and I let the dogs out and like literally they come in and just instantly it's like mud everywhere. Even if like Annie has a kennel that she goes in, that's our little mini Aussie. And even if, because she's the one usually running around in the mud more. Captain's is kind of an older dog, so he doesn't do a ton of that. But it's just like instant mud and dirt and dog hair. I've always had dogs like my entire life. So I guess it just always seemed normal to like get a dog. But I'm like, you know what? After this, I honestly, and I do love my dogs, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, I could enjoy not having like 8,000 dog turds to clean up when the snow melts and like not having the dog hair everywhere and all of that. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I love my dogs. I really do. But I'm like, I might have to give that a try. Hey Tammy, how are you? All right, this setting's price $5, you guys, and I actually like it. Like, it actually works. It has a nice, like, long mist, which I was not expecting just from the shape of the bottle. So the first time I used it, I was, like, trying to do, like, and then I realized it's one of these that you more want to, like, squirt and, like, just slowly drape down your face. Because one squirt is enough to, like, cover. Anyways, if you need a good cheap one, $5 for that. I linked it up in the description. And there's, like, quite a few different options. So I got the, Keep It Perfect Makeup Fixing Spray with Hyaluron, free from oil and alcohol. Anyways, but the brand is Essence, and there was a few different ones on there. Kathy, I do not care at all. Truly, if you saw me, I actually cuss a lot in my real life. So yeah, trust me, I didn't care. Sometimes I do slip one out on here, but I try not to, because even though my kid is a little cusser, I know there are some little like girls and stuff that watch my videos, but I truly, if anyone said the F word, the S word, like, it does not offend me or bother me. So you are just fine, Kathy. Alright, let's just let that dry a little bit. I made even a coffee this morning, which I don't usually do. And then we're just going to do mascara, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of apricot blush, just for a little more, like, peachiness. Do you guys ever have those phases where you're, like, just hating your hair, and you're like, can we get to, like, the next phase of life with this hair? That's where I'm at right now. This side, like, is always having so much split ends. So I, like, go through and do, like, a little split end haircut. It just, like, doesn't grow as well. And this side, I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but it at least, like, grows and has, like, my hair kind of looks bad because I washed it last night. But anyways, then this side, it just stays, like, short and stuff. I'm like, what is the deal? And right now I feel like my hair is, like, not long and not short. Like, this is the point growing my hair out. I'm always tempted to just, like, cut it, because I'm like, it'll just look better if I just have blunt ends and, like, restart. But then at the same time, I'm like, that literally takes years to, like, grow your hair back out from that. So, yeah. Anyways. I'm hoping my, like, not liking it means that we're, like, moving into the next phase, so it's maybe looking a little different and I just can't realize it because we're about to go into the next growth. But I don't know if that's actually the case. We'll see. Alright, I'm just going to use this mascara. I went ahead and just added this to the wish list because it was the only 3 Celeste products I was using today, so that way they were just all in one place in case you did want them. If you don't, it'll just open the wish list, and then all you have to do is just X off. So, like, say if you just wanted the lip combo or, like, just mascara, you can just X off of the other 2 products. I think I'm going to walk to work today. Oh, I really need to clean my mudroom though. Like, I haven't cleaned it since graduation, and we obviously had, like, tons of people over, which was good, like, don't get me wrong, but Zuri also has a mini fridge out here, which I guess is just gonna stay out here until she goes to college, because we really don't have anywhere else to put it besides maybe, like, in the shop. But I'm like, is there really any point in even, like, dragging it over to the shop? I don't know. Anyways, there's, like, a million shoes, cases of water, a bunch of packages of mine that I haven't opened. By a bunch, I mean, like, 4 or 5, like, and then just a bunch of mud and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was going to comment how long your hair is getting. Okay, well, maybe that's why I'm not liking it. Like, maybe it's, like, feeling and looking different, but to me, it's like, I just don't know how to fix it, but maybe it's gonna get long soon. So let's all just keep our fingers crossed for that, because I'm, like, this close to just, like, wanting to cut it all. Which I'm not going to, because I just know I would be, like, annoyed at myself, because it's like, if I want to grow it back out, I still have to go through this mid-phase. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, there's no getting around that. Like, even if I cut my hair again, if I want to grow it out, like, I still have to go through this mid-length phase to get to that point. So I'm having self-control, don't worry, but yeah. That's where I'm at with it. But Kathy, hopefully you're right. Marla, sometimes my hair grows faster. Summertimes my hair grows faster than winter. Okay, well, that's good. maybe that'll be the case for me. I think probably especially because I feel like winter's a lot more drying on the hair. Like, obviously the sun, I think, kind of dries the hair out and, like, the pool and stuff. But, like, super cold air, I swear, nothing will dry your skin out faster than, like, literally no moisture in the air. And I live in Montana, so we really don't have, like, a ton of moisture in the air as it is. But, like, in the winter, when there's heater running, that dries everything out. It's, like, super cold. You know, all of that. Maricela, if you get your ends snipped off, just the ends, every 6 to 8 weeks, it'll make a huge difference. Definitely. So you guys know I live kind of like in the middle of nowhere, and we used to have a hairdresser here, which would be so nice because I'm definitely all in on trims. But we don't. So what I do, and this is, I'm not recommending this, I'm just telling you, this is what I do, is I take my hair and I do like little, like I section it off and I do like small sections, and I'll just show you like what I do in case, you know, not good advice, I'm not a hairdresser, but I'll go like this, and then I like glide it through, and then any pieces that pop up where it's like a split end, like I don't have any right now on this one, but probably because I just did this. I heard you a long time ago. Come in. Close the door. Anyways, I go like this, and then any pieces that come up, like right here, I cut them. So yeah. I actually love it shorter. It's one of the reasons I started watching you. You have cowlicks in the front just the same as me. Oh, well, thank you. I've always had long hair, and so short hair just doesn't really feel like me. But I do love a fresh haircut, and so that's what gets me sometimes, because I feel like it looks so good when you very first cut it, but then it's kind of like anything, like once you cut it, that just becomes your new end. So it's like those ends get dried, they get split, like that just comes the new end of your hair. And then I hate when I do want to grow it out, I don't like going through this mid phase. So I gotta get through this mid phase. But I do like short hair. Like, I think it's fun, it's cute. I love like when you first cut your hair and it just feels like so good and so smooth. But then it's like I still have to like then spend 5 years growing it back out. So you know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, I am too chicken to cut mine myself. One time was enough for me. So I don't really like cut it. The only like part I'll cut is like the very ends, like after I do this, whatever like the very tip is, then I cut that. You know what I mean? But I have cut my own hair before. Good morning, Joanne. All right, guys, I think we're done. I guess I was gonna add just a little bit of apricot. Mostly I'm just chit-chatting with you when I should probably clean up this room since I have a little extra time. For some reason, these eyelashes look really good today, and the other side look really bad. Kind of like my hair every day. But yeah, I've definitely cut my hair before, and I don't recommend it because it's so hard to like reach the back and stuff and like get it even. But I think those like little trims that I do, you're not really like, I'm not really like reshaping it or like cutting off the length, you know? I'm just cutting off like the very, very tips. I hear someone driving through my alley. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off of here because I think someone's here. So I will see you guys sometime this weekend. Bye, girls.